Hello again. I'm just going to continue with this series of easy listening albums. Jack Jones, who did The Impossible Dream, and Wives and Lovers was his other big hit. The very best of Matt Monro, 20 fabulous tracks. Matt Monro was a British version of kind of Frank Sinatra, only he was very popular in the 1960s. Nino Tempo and April Stevens. Roy Hamilton, Greatest Hits, Volume 2. Mallets, Melodies, and Mayhem, the exciting percussion world of Saul Goodman. And there's all kinds of percussion on this album. It's a stereo album, and it's a wild listen, this one. This is A Night at the Apollo with George Kirby, Jackie Mabley, who's actually Moms Mabley. And this is a lot of comedy routines and things from the Apollo Theater in New York. I think this is probably the late 50s or early 60s. It's on Vanguard Records. Quincy Jones explores the music of Henry Mancini. Soundtrack to the movie Black Orpheus. Exciting Voodoo, Jean de Vries and his Afro drums. This is Dick Shorey's new percussion ensemble, music for bang, barroom, and harp. It's on Living Stereo, and it's a space-age bachelor pad kind of record. The best of Peter Sellers. And Peter Sellers and Sophia Loren. This is a British copy on Parlophone, mono. I'm just looking, yep, produced by George Martin. Doris Day, Latin for Lovers. It's just Columbia 360. Nancy Ames, At the Americana, recorded live. This is Herb Ellis, Lorenzo Almeida, Johnny Gray. 3 guitars and bossa nova time. I love bossa nova music. Canada's Oscar Peterson, Blues Etude. With Ray Brown, Sam Jones, Louis Hayes. Louis Prima with Gia Maoni, with Sam Butera and the Witnesses. This is the Prima show in the Casbah. I wonder if that's, I guess that's at the Sahara Hotel in Las Vegas. It's after Keely Smith had left. I guess Louis Prima replaced Keely with Gia Maoni. Just going to move the camera here. Charlie Manna, comedy, it's Man Alive. He was popular back in the 60s. This one is Benny Goodman Today. It's a double album on London Phase 4. This would be from the early 70s. I'm sure Benny's playing all his hits on here. Another comedy album. Here's Milt Kamen. It's from the 1960s. Here's a great looking Atomic album. It's called The Quick and the Dead, The Atomic Bomb. It's an RCA featuring Bob Hope and William L. Lawrence. Now, I don't know what Bob Hope has to do with the atomic bomb, but hope he put some levity into the situation. The great June Christie, the song is June. This is part of the Uncollected series on Hindsight Records, Harry James Volume 2, vocals by Helen Ward. More Leslie Uggams on TV with Mitch Miller and his sing-along gang. And I have played this album, and I don't really care for it. I like Leslie Uggams. I don't like Mitch Miller and his gang. This is a wonderful album, High Society, with Frank Sinatra, Bing Crosby, and Grace Kelly. And in the film, Louis Armstrong is also in the film. British viewers would know Anne Shelton. Anne Shelton was a popular singer in Britain, especially during the war years. Out of the way, Daisy. Excuse Daisy. It's on Ace of Clubs. This record would be from the 1950s. Another British record, David Whitfield, from David with Love. Russ Conway, My Concerto for You. This is probably from the late 50s, another British album. He was a piano player, very popular in Britain. Eddie Calvert, Eddie's Golden Songbook. The Mellow Guitar Moods of Los Indios Tabajeras. A Stereo Systems Test record. This is on Yorkshire Records. I don't know anything about Yorkshire Records. Best of the Brass Ring, featuring Phil Bodner. This is from the 1960s. And I've listened to a lot of this album, and it's very good. It's on Dunhill Records. The Great Brenda Lee, Too Many Rivers. One of her great hits. And last in this segment I'll show you is a multi-album set by the Longines Symphonette Society called The Golden Age of Comedy, 50 Years of Great Humor from Vaudeville to Video. Narrated by George Burns. So it's a collection of all kinds of great comedy up until the 1960s. Thanks for watching.